what you were just pointing to
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
There's no color?
But I think we can open that up. I think we
It
can
might
give you
help.
a
It
little
might
bit of
help,
something there, David, and it's not truly a payoff, but it's a little something to add.
Just a little.
Sure. That's so nice, thanks. Oh, hold please. Oh, no. Atmosphere.
That's fog.
Yeah, yeah.
Come try and go to Organ Pipe and
Yeah,
you've
that's
got
Organ Pipe
photograph
again.
fog. We're
Yeah.
gonna do an essay on fog at Organ Pipe.
Yeah, that happens all the time, David, doesn't it? In the lower Arizona desert?
$10,000. What I do though is go in December, January,
Yeah,
somewhere in there, if you're forced to.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think in summer it would ever get foggy down that long.
Mhm.
But it could, just for a little bit, but it's low enough where it is. It was up on the Ajo Mountains,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but it would be winter thing.
But that's so beautiful. Again, you've got the cholla in the foreground, you've got the forms of the Ocotillo, and then you've got that ribbon in the back. It's not really a mesa, but
No, it's just a ridge.
Just a
coming
ridge
down,
line,
it's
yeah.
fog. It's really wet light, that I like to call the wet light, not just ambient light, but wet light.
do you like shooting in atmospheric conditions like this?
Oh,
where it's
yeah.
really,
Oh, yes,
you can almost taste the light,
yeah.
that kind of thing.
I love it, yeah. And it's hard to do in Arizona.
Well, we
You
don't
know.
get it very
You
often.
just don't, and so but other places it's been easy, but Arizona has its character that other places don't have. And it's,
Yeah.
but this was a rare one.
Oh, that's so
I'm
nice.
glad, I hope you use that, because the flowers really still work, so it tells me it was probably.
Well, that's
in
our
April.
flash of color. Yeah.
Yeah,
All of a
just a
sudden.
little color, it's a color shot, otherwise you could do it
It's
black and white.
monochromatic almost,
Yeah.
yeah. Without that,
Mhm.
yeah.
And they're scattered.
Ooh, sorry.
Detrital,
Oh my gosh. So here we are.
that was another one I wouldn't wanna ever bet on.
This one, the snow.
Detrital Valley, yeah,
Yeah. Surbat Mountains.
north of Kingman.
Yeah, yeah. But this looks like it was pretty darn good snow.
A lot of them were, that's what was surprising, and you just, there were times where you could go through a pattern, even going from one area to another, and there'd be another snowstorm and you go to another area. But I just can't imagine that right now.
When you planned a trip, when you went out on the road, were you thinking about these things? Were you thinking I might hit weather? I'm hoping to hit weather. Or was it light weather? What kinds of things were you looking to do?
I don't know, a lot of it was just spontaneous.
Really?
And I was looking for something interesting, I mean, Oatman and the area over there, looking around, and I don't know what I would be doing in Kingman particularly, but there are things in that area and then over down to the Colorado River,
Mhm.
and I'd just be there and looking for pictures. That's when I was searching for images, and then something would come along like that while you're there. You might be there 2 weeks in an area in northern Arizona, and one of these storms come by, and then I just respond to them.
So I'm going to guess that the length of your trips out varied quite a bit in terms of how many days or weeks or whatever. Was there quite a variance there, or did you have a threshold? Did you kind of hit the wall at a point?
Yeah, there was a point, 2-3 weeks, but if it was great shooting, it would be, then I wouldn't have any problem. Then I'd just get tired, and that was the only thing that would stop me. But you hit a bald day, and nothing happening, well, so, okay, you've gotta go. You've gotta change the scene, or you're maybe running out of gas, and that usually did it. Quiet, bald day without any subject matter going on, it was interesting.
One of the great things about Arizona is though you can get in the car and drive to a completely different landscape
Yeah.
in no time.
You can. These are wonderful. I like what you did with these yuccas in the foreground. Nice.
So again, that has a 1-2 punch with that ridge line of shadows that
Mm-hmm.
kind of hold it together.
Yeah, it does indeed. So this is fun. Was this
Double image.
Yeah, double exposure. Was this part of the Sky Islands, or the Islands in the Sky?
Yeah, I was trying to do like Palms to Pines, like the highway near Palm Springs.
Mm-hmm.
The idea of putting together two different things. There are other ones, I did a whole series of them and I never quite finished it, but this was one that worked out well.
I like this, these, you know. This,
Well, that big lake
Yeah,
and the top of Baldy.
yeah. It's really
And then you have the pines are part of that country, but it was
Yes.
just the idea of a line that wouldn't argue with an all silhouette, no sunshine forms thing. It was
No.
just silhouettes working together and then balance the exposure. One piece of film. That was the.
You, if I remember right, you pitched that, your idea of the Islands in the Sky to the magazine. Was that Gary Avey? Was he the editor
Mhm.
then?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you were, if I
I
recall.
think they changed it to Sky Island.
Sky Islands, yeah.
I always chagrined at that. But it was nice. Yeah, it was Gary.
Yeah, I think that
I
was
think
Gary
it was
Avey.
Gary Avey
I think he
that
was.
liked that.
And it was great fun. But so you were able to, I mean, this is something, this was, if not, I'm going to see, you were able to pre-visualize. I mean, you had this idea in your head. You went after things like
Yeah, this had to be pre-visualized.
Right.
Yeah, and then get lucky with the subjects to do it.
Well, you
But
see,
yeah,
you use
it was-
that phrase. I don't think you get lucky. I don't think you do this kind of work and get lucky,
No,
David. I'm
this
sorry.
This is that's a nice silhouette of Baldy.
I love
too,
that
the old
silhouette of
volcano,
Baldy.
and look
Yeah.
at that little saddle up there.
Yep. Yep. That's great fun.
Yeah.
Do you think pre-visualization is something you come by naturally, or something you learned, or is
No,
that?
I would just get excited over the landscape,
Yeah.
and then trying to create something that said something, that was exciting.
Just a second. I'm gonna go back here, and we'll do a couple more if that's all right with you.
How are we doing on time?
Oh, we're great. We're gonna do that after your appointment,
Okay.
if at all today, so that's fine.
Oh, do
No, if you have more, we can.
I've got a few more. My bad.
I can go into the file and dig up a couple hundred for you.
Can you talk about, because we
Oh, I
all,
wish you'd use this one. There, that third one. Oh, you got that
no,
one.
no, we're gonna go. We'll get to it.
No, that's on the Arizona book cover.
This one?
That one, yeah.
oh, that's a fine shot.
It's
I could,
Robert and I've been talking
we
about
should
this.
do
I
a
want-
wraparound cover.
This you like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a remarkable photo. I mean, they all are.
But
No, but this was a good
This
one.
one got a lot of oohs and ahs in
Okay,
the
what's the mouth?
art
Yeah,
department.
please do.
It's the opener. So you know.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah.
That's. Go ahead and talk about this. It's on your website now.
Yeah,
I think.
it wasn't. It was just an image that was hiding.
Yeah, I talked to you about it. I said, David, I don't think
And
I've
all of
ever
a
seen
sudden-
this image.
No, and I hadn't
Can
either.
you tell
for
me
a
that
while.
I haven't either? I love that. I haven't either. Didn't you say you got sort of lost or buried or
What?
something? This image, it just sort of went missing
It
for.
just slipped through
just-
the cracks and was just laying there. We have the other one, there's a vertical.
And this is
It's
4
on
by
our
5,
website.
isn't it?
It's what?
This
Yeah,
is 4
oh,
by
yeah.
5.
Um,
Or am I wrong?
I think so.
I mean, it's
I did
not,
some with a Leicaflex with a 400 millimeter.
No,
because I
did you?
didn't want to get in, I didn't get that close. No, it's a different one. This is a 4 by 5.
okay. Well, it doesn't, it's
The
not
car
here
isn't
nor
in
there.
there. There's no.
No, there's no car in
There's
this
no
one.
car. The
And that's
other one
why,
I have is a car in it, the Navajo, and there's smoke.
and I think that's why I like this shot. It's cleaner. You've got the Hogan. You've got the
Yeah,
hot top
but
of the
it's
Hogan.
more historic
Right.
rather than prehistoric.
Right. But you've got this whole sense of, there's that, the story. You get a sense of where you are, and that it is Navajo because you do have that little hint of the Hogan down there in the lower part of the frame.
I would like to lighten where the sun flare goes over, right up my name.
Right here.
Yeah, just a little more of the flare.
So you want that
just
more of the
lighten a little
beam.
bit. Don't, or you could just lighten the whole right side a little bit.
Okay. Not
Because
much.
it's nice to come from dark to
To
light.
light. Yeah.
A little bit so that it's more together than it actually looks like here. And that'll make that flare go over a little further.
How did you come upon this? I mean, I know you spent a lot of time up there in Monument
Well-
Valley, but I mean, this is, most people shoot, they don't step back, they don't come back this far to shoot the sunrise with the totems that way. They're usually up by the dunes and doing
Yeah,
that.
this
And
is
yet
along I don't know what Mason, one of the
Yeah, I know what
cliffs.
you're talking about. I know it. Once I saw it, I knew where you were, but it
Yeah,
was
it's
like,
right along.
yeah, but you had to think of it. You had to get
The
there.
timing, yeah.
Yeah.
I must have looked it over before, and this may be a later image, so I knew something would happen. And the time of year, that's the other trick, and I don't remember what. I would say that's probably spring,
Okay.
probably in that April realm, or October.
It's really something.
Because
and it is
the sun
sunrise.
could be way over here, or it could be behind the mesa.
Mm-hmm.
Just
So I'm
your
thinking
luck,
you'd
be
like-
there.
I'm thinking
F90 and be there.
F90 and be there.
No, but it was right, and it's right along, hidden along the cliff, so
Yeah.
I wasn't in their face or
Right.
wasn't bothering them.
Well, that's the other thing to me is it felt like you respected their privacy.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't want to. Oh, going up here too, there's some families living right up under, but I think photographers have really been doing.
Which arch is this? I
White Mesa.
This is White Mesa also, okay. And this is a moonrise, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah.
evening. And
Evening.
you got the earth shadow.
Look at that
That's
great
one of
arch.
the best shots I have of the earth shadow.
And yet, look at the detail you've still got here in the arch.
Yeah, there's a lot of glow from the
Yeah.
west.
My goodness gracious. So that's form, but you've got detail in this one.
Yeah, that's that glow,
Yeah.
that evening glow.
Yeah, it's magic time.
And at magic time, yeah.
Yeah.
And then to have the moon. That isn't a double image.
No, and then what's great about this is,
It's not a full moon.
no, it's not, and you've got detail.
So it's,
You've got
yeah,
detail
yeah,
here. and in
everything.
the
This
moon.
is the photographer's moonrise
Yeah.
time, evening. You get the full moon and it's just all dark and the moon is bright, whites out quite a bit, but that evening before
Yeah.
can be very interesting.
Yeah, this is a stunner, and these tones, David, just magnificent. There's the
That's
Coconino shot that you and Robert were talking about when we first came in. So you've got your aspen and you've got your conifers there, and a nice. It looks like a wet snow. Any remembrances?
Yeah, it's very clean, yeah. Again, and it may be just tilting the computer, but the top is a little darker
A little
than the
dark.
bottom. Yeah.
So
And maybe just
lighten it
tilting, just a little bit, maybe it's just tilting. See?
yeah, a little bit. It's well, you're looking at it. Yeah, we're all.
And is
We're,
it an
we're,
angle
you and
now?
I
It
are.
doesn't even, so that's a moot thing with it.
Well,
But
no, but
that's-
if you're thinking you want that potentially a little bit lighter up.
Just a little bit lighter, look at the aspen.
Sure,
They get darker
sure.
on top.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just make it even all the way, might as well make it a pattern.
And how about the shadow and light? You're good with sort of the ratio of shadow and light overall, with the exception of
Well, that's
this.
soft light.
Yeah, it's great
but,
soft light. It's directional
so
though.
much contrast, yeah, it's bright coming from some window to the right,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but, yeah, those are just, to get it clean like that, I should have had more bottom and not so much of that top area.
Always
There's a
say,
branch
do
down
you
there,
always
cut
say-
it in half.
yeah. Do you all?
I
Are
have
you
to
also-
complain to the management.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my goodness. Were you looking for details this day? It looks. I don't know if this is a gray day, pre-dawn.
Gray day.
Gray
yeah,
day, and you're
yeah.
just looking
It
like
has that look, it doesn't have an early
an early morning, although again it is
reflect blue sky. It
right. I
doesn't
don't
look
see
like-
any of that. It seems like
That's one time we can work in the middle of the day and
Oh,
the
yeah.
short days in winter,
Mm-hmm.
that can be really fun.
Yeah. Yeah,
Not
this
the
is
lights
nice.
quiet, nobody around. Yeah, you can just feel it with that one.
Yeah, your footsteps and your breathing. That's about all.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of nice. So we talked about that.
What are you gonna do with that one?
This one,
Yeah.
it's
It's.
you have an idea or two.
I'll tell you. In I think it was May 1968. April, May. That we did a story. It was about you were searching for the sun. I think the
Yeah.
headline was in search for the sun. So we're using we're bringing that in, we're bringing that story back. We're gonna rerun that story from 1968,
Beautifully done, though.
and but the opener's gonna be this image.
God, that would be nice.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
gorgeous. It's already in the early stages of layout, and that Keith, the art designer doing that story, we kind of, he took the,
He
he got early dibs on
yeah,
which photo.
He
and
got
went,
very excited.